Shalom to the Lord's elect of the nation of Israel. It's another edition of the Daily Edification, the Daily Exaltation, and it comes to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All praises and glory is due. Now I'm going to call this video, Esau is full of crap. Esau, which we know who Esau is full of crap. And here's why I say this. Recently, Trump chump, President Donald Trump, DJ Trump, made a statement that, we got to get on these so-called white supremacists, as if he really cares. Now, the goal of these so-called white supremacists is to destroy our people, so-called black people, all the way down to so-called Mexican people, right? That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal of these so-called white supremacists. So here comes Trump trying to, for propaganda's sake, trying to look good, saying that he's going to clamp down on these so-called white supremacists. But, I'm sitting there thinking about it. I was watching this video here, Get This Truth While You Can, from the brother GMS Strong in the Faith, the brother out there in England. And I'm sitting here thinking about it because it ain't illegal yet to think, constructive thinking. And it's like this. If this so-called white man really cared about our people, the first thing he would do is tell our people who they are, their true nationality. Okay, that they're the Israelites, that they're the greatest people ever made, that they're the chosen people, and this is according to the Bible, because they know, the top elites of Esau, they know exactly who we are. And Trump is nothing but a puppet for the top elites of Esau. And you better believe Donald J. Trump knows exactly who we are as a people. He knows our true identity, our true nationality. So if Trump chump really cared about our people, the first thing he would do is say, listen, he would have a special report. Listen, you so-called blacks, you're not black, you're not African, you're not any of these corporate names that my people have put on you. You're actually the Israelites of the respective tribes, of the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You're the chosen people of the Lord. And we are the Edomites. We are really supposed to be your slaves. Okay? That's what he would say. Okay? And that would demonstrate real, true love, because that would be the truth. But come on, brothers. We know what the scriptures say concerning Esau, Edom, right? That there is no truth in them. All right? As a matter of fact, let me get that scripture. That is the book of John. I know when I was saying that, I know you brothers were bugging out. Like, imagine Trump saying that. But it's the truth. Because their top elites know. Don't think for 1 minute that the top elites of Esau don't know exactly who we are. And the proof is that the fact that the Lord have raised us up, beginning with your apostles, elders, and we're pushing this truth hot and heavy, which deals with identity. The fact that they're trying to shut down our channels, they're trying to demonize us from teaching the real truth of who we are, proves that they know. Okay? This is the book of John 8 and 44. Let me start there. Ye of your father, the devil. Now, this was Yahushua speaking to the wicked Jews. And the father he was calling the devil was the ones that were in rulership at that time, which were the Romans, which were nothing but Edomites. Okay, they were the devil, which the word devil means deceiver. Okay, ye of your father the devil, because these wicked Jews was acting just like the Edomites. As a matter of fact, they had made an alliance with the Edomites. Okay? So Yahushua was cursing them out. And that's why Yahushua was so hated by the majority of his people. That's why many times you read in the scripture where they wanted to grab Yahushua and throw him off a mountain, throw him off a cliff, because he spoke the truth and he didn't give a shit who liked it or who didn't like it. He just spoke the truth. And that's exactly what we're doing in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're speaking the truth. Anyway, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. Now, here's the characteristics of the devil. He was a murderer from the beginning. Who does that remind us of? Cain. Okay, which Cain was the father of the Edomites. Matter of fact, that word Cain, when you go into Hebrew, is kwayan, which means weapon. And that's what the so-called white man believes in. He believes in his weapons. As a matter of fact, that's how he got his kingdom. He got his kingdom through his weapons, through the sword. That was his blessing. Let's go back to Isaac. The blessing that Isaac blessed Esau with was the sword. So it says he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not, here it comes, and abode not in the truth. That's why you will not hear President Donald J. Trump make a special announcement and tell you so-called Negroes, especially right here in America, you so-called West Indians, all the way down to you so-called Mexicans, who you truly are, your true nationality. Oh no, that's not going to happen. Why? We're reading the scripture right here. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. Outside the fact that it's not their job spiritually to do that, it's our job as prophets. But nevertheless, this proves that they're not abiding in the truth. Okay? And then when you think about it deeper, again, constructive thinking, how would that benefit them? How would it benefit them to tell us that we're a superior people and that they're an inferior people? How would that benefit them when they're in their kingdom? Okay? So again, he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Let me read that again. And by the way, you see these words in red, right? These were the words of Yahushua. Yahushua actually said this. Of course, he said it in the Hebrew. He didn't say it in the English. But the idea is still there. He was a murderer from the beginning, going back to Cain, and abode not in the truth. And when it says he was a murderer, who did he kill? He killed his own brother, which is us. Okay? And he's been doing that ever since. Oh no, their interest is not our best interest. Oh no. Their interest is to always have us down, always have us below them, to rule over us, to keep us in the dark of our true potential, our true nationality, our true power. That's their purpose, man. Okay? He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And concerning our nationality, they say that they're us. They say that they're the Jews. They say that they're the chosen people, when they know damn well, beginning with their top elites, that they're not. They know exactly who they are. Okay? And like the scripture said, they abode not in the truth. So they're not going to come on television and say the real truth. That's why I say that Esau is full of crap. If you think Esau is set up to benefit us, you better think again. These are the same people, right, that back in the past murdered us, destroyed our nationality, destroyed our land, destroyed our culture. Okay? As a matter of fact, let's bring in this scripture here. The book of Psalms 62 and 4. Again, it's talking about Esau. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. Who's the him? Us. Now, what's an example of that? Continually casting us down from our excellency. Well, let's start with our nationality. Part of our excellency, brothers, is our nationality, that we are the Israelites. the greatest people on the planet Earth, the chosen people of the Lord, the princes of power. So when it says they only consult to cast them down, what's an example of that? To keep us from our nationality. They'll tell us we're anything but who we really are, which is the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. They'll tell us that we're Africans. They'll tell us that we're black. They'll tell us that we're colored. They'll tell us that we're Negroes. And we're none of that. Simply put, we are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And that's what they don't want us to know. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of two individuals that knew that stumbled upon the truth because they were high up in Esau's government. I'm thinking of Malcolm X. Okay, Malcolm X, he found out the truth that we the Israelites. And he made a statement. He said, "You're the valley of the dry bones," in one of his speeches. And not too long after that, he was killed. The same thing with Martin Lucifer King, which you know better as Martin Luther King. Oh yeah, he sold his soul. But towards the twilight of his life, the latter part of his life, he felt guilty. And he came out, he made a speech. He said, I've been to the mountaintop and I looked over and I saw the promised land. And who was he speaking to? He's speaking to a bunch of so-called Negroes at a garbage man convention. And then when he made that speech, not too long after that, he was killed. So I just gave you two examples of so-called black men that knew the truth and in a cryptic kind of way told their people and got killed for it. Okay? That's right. So that is an example of they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. I just gave you a concrete example. So there's no goddamn way Esau could ever be for our good. So whenever Esau makes statements saying that they're going to do this for so-called black people, they're full of shit. They're full of crap. All right? And that's the name of this video. Esau is full of crap. As it is written in the Apocrypha, right, brothers? It says, never trust thine enemy. All right? When he speaketh sweetly, behind his words is knives waiting to stab you in the back, man. Take your ass out. Okay? Psalm 62 and 4, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency. That is their nature. They delight in lies. That's the same thing we read back in the book of John. They bless with their mouth. Oh, they say they're going to do this. They say they're going to do that. Like DJ Trump. Chump. Right? He says he's going to do this for so-called black people. They're going to do that. And they're full of shit. Okay? They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly, Salah. There you go. That's their nature. Like a true serpent. And it doesn't matter how long the serpent is coiled. Eventually, the serpent is going to what? It's going to bite. Because that is its nature. Its nature is to bite and to inflict its poison. That's the nature of a serpent. Well, that's the nature of this devil. All right? And you're getting ready to see him bite. You're getting ready to see his horns. All you simple-minded so-called Negroes that trust in the so-called white man. You would think after all these 100 years of history, you'd think history would have taught you the true nature of this man. But oh no. The majority of you still trust in this man. You still wholeheartedly trust in this man. And that's going to be your undoing. Okay? That's going to be your undoing. So basically, I'm going to end it there. It's just a little video I wanted to make. Again, the name of this video is Esau is full of crap. Full of shit. And the quicker Yahushua comes back and destroys this man and starting with their top banking families, reduce them to peasants. Because, yeah, the Rothschilds, before they got that name Rothschild, which means red child, which is the name they took on themselves. Do you know what their family name was? Bauer. Do you know what Bauer means? It means peasant. So that's what they're going to go back to, being a low-life peasant. And we're going to rule over them. So the quicker that happens, the better. But as it is written, never trust thine enemy. And never believe the shit that comes out of Esau's mouth. Because why? At the end of the day, he's full of crap. He's full of shit.